Who are you? Where's the one real and true you? What do you desire? And where the hell are you really? Yeah, well, that's actually pretty clear, so listen up. You're here, or maybe here, maybe somewhere else here. But you're definitely somewhere here. You don't know why, don't know for what reason. Nobody does. And all you know right now is that I know you're here. Pretty spot on, really, when you think about it. And I also know you'll be here until you die. And when that happens, you won't have a clue what actually went down, and neither will anyone else. And don't worry, that's not all. You don't exist, probably. And anyone who says otherwise, anyone who says they know the answer to this, they're full of shit, just like you don't know who you are. Nobody knows who they are. Your name, your school successes, marriage, mortgages, wins and losses, and what your friends say about you. Oh, you know damn well that's not you. The real problem with figuring out who I am, well, that's a problem in itself, isn't it? By the way, you know where I got all this from? Yeah, right there, exactly where you think. And before you start laughing, hold up, this is a holy place for philosophical revelations. Anyway, you can think intellectually without actually thinking. Seriously, it's an art. Don't get lost in your head. It means not letting your thoughts lead you astray. Not letting yourself get hypnotized by the forms of speech and images we've got for the world. It means not feeling the need to name everything, categorize it, define it. It means not letting words limit the possibilities of life. Try thinking about it. Who are you? Where are you? What do you really want? Not what they told you to want, but what you actually feel inside. Do you even know? Do you even feel it? And if you do, well, tell me, because sometimes I feel like a completely empty can. So, go on. Think about it. I'm really curious what you mean when you say the word I. Seriously. Anyway, I've been thinking about this for a really long time. I was about 6 when I first thought about it, and that thought never fully left me. Spoiler alert, it became automatic, so that's not me. And every time I ask someone about it, I instantly see that inner panic and fear. Like, the last time I asked the pizza delivery guy, I kind of felt like he was waiting for me to flash a big grin and tell him we're gonna play a tiny, non-threatening game.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Anyway, back to the point. Fear. Fear takes us back, but it also keeps us moving forward. What are you actually afraid of? Fear is your brain's automatic response to scary crap, and most of the time, it's a reaction to things that haven't even happened yet. Something that might happen, or something that will happen, but it's not happening now. When I'm scared, I'm gonna argue with my mom, but I'm already arguing with her. I'm not afraid of the argument anymore. I'm afraid of what we're gonna say. So we suffer over stuff that doesn't even exist yet. But fear itself, it's not under the control of your consciousness. It's automatic. And if it's automatic, then that's not you. In short, it's just something your brain does, but it's not something you do, or something your conscious self does consciously. But if that's not you and you're not doing it consciously, then where are you? Let's figure it out. I mean, where does the line actually lie? Can we... If I'm not mistaken, and you're still on that chunk of stone from the very beginning, then so far you've mostly been breathing and blinking through your day. Congrats. You did that automatically. But nah, seriously, congrats, keep it up. Because now you're thinking about it, so you're doing it consciously. Although, let's be real, you'll forget about this in a few minutes. So anyway, that's not you either. Oh, so now you're ready to dive deep, huh? Well, listen up, because I'm about to drop some truth bombs. You think everything you love, everything you pick, everything you enjoy is your choice, right? The music you vibe to, the clothes you wear, all that stuff. You really think you're the one making those choices. Like, would you choose Linkin Park or Mozart? Or a t-shirt that says, I love cats? Or one with a cat just casually riding a unicorn? Oh wait, that's not your choice either, is it? Nah, babe, you probably don't even pick anything. Maybe the trick here is just to choose everything. Just go with everything that brings you joy. Why deny yourself the things that make you smile? But here's the kicker. Even though you've got the freedom to choose what you like, your preferences, it's all automatic, darling. You're not really in control of it. So, that thing you call you, not really you, is it? Wanna push things further? Alright then, you wanna know what it really means to have control? You think you can choose what you think about, yeah? You can direct your thoughts, right? Okay, let's see how that works for you. Try this. Tell yourself what to think about and watch your brain just not give a damn. Maybe you think you pick what comes to mind, but trust me, it's happening automatically. Now try this. Pop in a video, go on, and don't even try to understand the words, just listen. If you're fluent in English, great. Listen to what I'm saying without thinking about it. Impossible, huh? See? Even processing language is automatic when you're good at it. So, yeah, you're still not you. Now, let's get into some of the trickier stuff. Playing the piano, driving a car. That can't be automatic, right? Or maybe it is. At first, yeah, it's all clumsy and you gotta think about every move. But then, surprise, surprise, after practicing for a while, your hands just know what to do. They know which keys to press, how to move, like second nature. Same with driving. You start your car, get from point A to point B, and suddenly you're off thinking about a million other things, like the meaning of life or some childhood memory, without even realizing you're steering the wheel or shifting gears. See? Those complex actions. Totally automated, hun. And let's talk about the basics. Hand-foot movement. You control those, right? Maybe, or maybe not. The weird thing is, your brain is already planning to lift your hand before you even think to do it. It kind of prepares everything, and you just play along. Weird, huh? So, yeah, instincts, fears, preferences. What you like, what you do, not you. Your movements, not you. So, who are you then? Well, guess what? You're still not there yet. Not even close. Now think about things like balance when you walk, waking up, falling asleep, remembering who you are, what you are, where you are, holding on to memories, feeling everything through your senses, and then making sense of it all. Like this crazy puzzle of a world. All of that, it's automatic too. It's not under your conscious control. And even when your conscious mind chimes in, it's just a teeny tiny part of the whole show. So, long story short, you're not really you. So, is there something in our brains that we control? Some consciousness, or maybe just this tiny, pathetic me? Oh yeah, there is. Close your eyes. Alright, are they closed yet, you little rascal? Don't worry, nothing dodgy is gonna flash before you. Closed? Perfect. Now, if you just listen to my voice for a bit and try to ignore how perfectly sweet it sounds, and if you set aside all your thoughts, anxieties, and those feelings in your body, underneath all of that, you'll find nothing more than pure consciousness, right here, right now. All those emotions, thoughts, processes, gone, and above it all, presence. Untouched and absolutely stunning. There's no obvious proof and no cat in the background pulling any strings. Consciousness doesn't have a center. No beginning, no end. It's just presence and consciousness. Just feelings and awareness of those feelings. And then those processes behind all that. And yes, most of them are probably automatic. You as a thing don't have a center. No real me, if that's what you're looking for. You as the conscious you really don't exist, not specifically, and certainly not if we simplify it. Maybe that tiny me really doesn't exist, unfortunately, but what then? Look, even if you're basically just a lie, which you might be, and I could be too, you're still here, and you're still aware of yourself and what's happening around you, and that's still pretty unique. Clear, bright mind, consciousness aware of its own consciousness. No need to suffer with guilt, no need to fear the future. There's only here and now, just presence, and the perception of that presence. We're not tied to the past. We walk with whatever comes, toward tomorrow, which may never arrive. We walk with life, and we should learn to flow with it, not fight for meaning in meaning. And we don't know how animals perceive their own existence, but we know most animals don't recognize their reflection in a mirror, for some reason, whatever that reason is. For example, magpies? Yeah, they probably get it for some reason, which we don't know. But we know that as everything flows naturally, all the past naturally fades away, and the future hasn't arrived yet. So maybe the bigger question is, if there are other species and races around us, whether on Earth or in space, and if they've been around for a while, do they perceive themselves, their tiny, pathetic I? The reason why a magpie recognizes itself. They must be aware of themselves, have consciousness and their own me, right? No. Maybe evolution created self-awareness because it's better for problem solving or something. Or maybe it was just one of those stoned ideas Mother Earth had, and nature just decided, why not? Maybe we're just lucky. It could be a one-time event, and we, as the first and possibly only ones, have a VIP ticket to the show for some random reason. And that makes me wonder, what we need isn't to debate about, I think, therefore I am, but to realize that being alive is pretty damn amazing, and being aware that your conscious awareness is the greatest thing ever. Think about everyone and everything you've met in your life, no matter how bad it was, because that's a freaking miracle. You could overeat, lounge in a park, do whatever comes to your mind, but most importantly, don't forget this. Be kind to yourself and others if possible, and try not to be a jerk unless it's absolutely necessary. And living and getting bored in this weird universe is just unacceptable, and if that happens, it's okay to grab a hose and turn the water on full blast. Some days are going to be tough, maybe most of them, but we'll have good days too. And there'll be lots of them, even if it's just 5, because remember, there are things in the universe that don't have days at all. And even if it's a lie and a play, and yeah, you kind of don't exist, there's still something inside you that knows this is real. Existence within existence. Remembering. And there's no other place to exist but here and now. That's also the only place you can be. Be present in the moment, be aware of it, and live it. There's no chance of being anywhere else. Now go screw off, goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss anything new. Oh, and if you can, let me know what exactly is happening right now. What exactly are you doing? Think about it for a sec, whether what you're doing, writing, and your thoughts can be separated from the world around you.